Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Best in Slot, and today we're going to do a little vlog kind of shebang. There's a few things I want to address and talk about. First things first, the channel has been rebranded slightly. We now have the 4Adventure tagline back underneath our name. Back where we started as a channel, what we originally came here to do, play adventurous games, have fun, enjoy ourselves, don't get into the old swearing and drama that YouTube seems to be about these days, and just have good old-fashioned fun and adventure games. Now, people have already complained and stuff, I'm going to talk about this in a second, about the lack of dinosaur games or whatever, and at the end of the day, from my perspective, there isn't really any dinosaur games for me to play at this moment in time. We're only a few months away from another series of JPOG. It's September now, so 4 months away, and we can start Jurassic Park Operation Genesis again. I know people want to see me play the Isle, and we might go back to that a little bit more than we have been. But other than that, Minecraft Dinosaurs, I'm going to try to keep going, but nobody's watching it. It's hard to sustain a massive series like that if nobody actually watches the videos. That's just the way it is. So Dinosaurs definitely not going away. Anytime a new exciting dinosaur game comes out, I'm going to be all over it. I'm going to try to get back onto Scorched Earth. I just haven't had time, to be honest. World of Warcraft Legion came out, so that's kind of been eating all my time. I haven't really had time to sit down and play Scorched Earth for like 10 hours to really get into the server and get into the maps and figure out what on earth it is I'm meant to be doing. Now, I just wanted to address that. Yes, we're playing other games. We've played Alien vs Predator. We've played Virginia. We're about to do Spooktober, which is our Halloween month, and I'm really going to hammer home and hone in on those horror games. That's really what we're going to focus on for the entirety of the month, and it's not going to be to everyone's taste, and that's okay. That's fine. Not everything I play has to be to everyone's taste. Nobody watched Virginia, right? At the end of the day, it's a fantastic game. I've really enjoyed it, but not that many people watched it. But that's okay. I'm not freaking out about it. So why I've got comments with other people freaking out about it is beyond me. Somebody posted something, and I am going to address this directly because, frankly, the comment pissed me off. It was something along the lines of, "This is why Poet Plays and Gaming Beaver are doing so much better than you, because you're playing games like this." 5 videos, Virginia was, and it's over. 5. Now, if me playing very rarely a game like Virginia, and it's hardly a common occurrence, is the reason why Poet Plays is doing better than me, and Poet Plays is not doing anywhere near better than me. I don't know where that came from. Gaming Beaver, I think we all know why Gaming Beaver is doing better than me. You're just wrong, basically, and it pissed me off, and I'm annoyed about it. I don't need other people to tell me where my channel is or what the state of my channel is. I'm pretty sure that was the entire point of my recent Your Channel is Dead video. I know what I'm doing. I know where the channel is. I've been doing this for 5 years now. I don't need people telling me what to do or criticizing my methods. If a game comes, I know it sounds really conceited and terrible. I know it does. And don't get me wrong, I don't like it when a series does badly, but if it's a 5-episode series, I'll get over it. You know, it's not a big deal. It's nice to expand sometimes. It's nice to try other things. Bring games that are really interesting and good. Even if only a couple thousand you watch the video, that's a couple of thousand people seeing this awesome game that they never would have experienced otherwise, potentially. That holds value to me. That really genuinely holds value, and that's not going to change. I'm not going to stop that. I think it'd be very disingenuous to why I started doing this in the first place to stop that. I'm not just here to be a dinosaur channel and whore out the same content over and over again for the sake of views, for the sake of money. I'm surviving, I've started my degree, I'm happy. I don't need to be that person. Doesn't mean I'm not going to play some popular games, but it does mean I'm going to play some unpopular games as well. Basically what I'm trying to say. I'm good, stop worrying, I'm not worried. Thumbs up. Right, next point. Webcam had been broken, which is why there's been no webcam stuff, and there won't be on the first episode of a new series that starts next week, which I'm hoping is going to be good. It may be terrible. We'll have to see if the mods can save the game. It should be a good hint about what it is. But it's fixed now, so hopefully we'll get all that kind of back on. I know some people don't like it, I know some people do. I personally think it adds to the videos, so I'm going to keep doing it. Right, so yes, starting on a week on Monday, we're going to begin Spooktober, which is our super spooky Halloween month. We did this last year, we played like Alien Isolation, or was that the year before? We played loads of horror games. Now, horror games classically don't actually do that well on the channel, but again, that's fine. It's a themed month, we're going to have fun with it. It'll bring in some people who maybe aren't just into dinosaurs onto the channel, etc, etc, etc. It also means the beginning of a series I've been planning for a very long time called The Creature Feature. I designed the logo myself. I'm going to bring it up somewhere right now. It's there somewhere. I don't know. I'm really excited about it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I have mentioned it several times before, but it's nothing to do with video games. It's about films. Okay, it's basically reviewing films. But we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to make it a bit... I'm not going to sit here and give them ratings. Well, I will give them ratings. But it's going to be sit here and go, this film is good. This film is bad. It's going to be more of a humorous take. And we're going to follow the plot along and take the mick out of all these terrible creature features, which are my favourite type of film, but they're usually terrible. So we're going to have some fun with that. I move my hands too much. Right, so what have we covered? Branding. Shut up about the channel. Halloween starting next month. Now, what I really want from you guys actually is some recommendations about horror games you really want to see. New indie horror games, loads of them are going to come out next month, and we're going to play a lot of them, but I would like to play some sort of well-known, much beloved horror games any of you guys have. Stay away from things like Silent Hill, etc, etc, because there's so many people who've already played it that I don't really see the point. I am going to play that dinosaur horror game again. We played that years ago, so I'm going to go back and give that a go, because it's the only dinosaur horror game knocking about, other than Dino Crisis, which we've already played. But any recommendations you guys have, any horror games you guys really want to see, that is really what we're going to focus on for the next month. Now, people are going to freak out about that as well, because people want to freak out about absolutely everything these days. After Horror Month, we are going to start a new Zoo Tycoon 2 playthrough. And then that'll take us through probably November, December. And then when that ends, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis will be there. This is kind of where I want to sit as a channel, that I can have one big series that's really popular, and that means I don't become homeless. And then I can play Virginia for 2 or 3 days. And when I play games like Virginia, I'd much rather bang them out in 2-3 days, you know, just 5 episodes in a row, and it's done, rather than drag it across 2 weeks. I think it's a much better way of doing it. So every now and again, it's going to happen. I just want people to chill. Pura vida, baby. What was I going to say? We need a haircut. So, Horror Month, and then Zoo Tycoon 2, Season 3, as I keep promising. So we'll do like a big thing. I've uninstalled it. I'm going to clean install it so we can get a whole new set of mods. Then I'll be Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Might bring back Subnautica as well in November when Horror Month ends. Other than that, I don't really have any ideas. So, let's sum it up. New branding. Number 1. Calm down about the channel, it's fine. I'm chill. Number 2. Number 3. What was it? Horror Month, next month. Got quite a few ideas that aren't necessarily video... Okay, I've got 2 ideas that aren't video game related. One of them is feature, which is obviously the movie review thing. Awesome logo. I'm so proud of the logo. And the one after that is something I can't tell you about, but I've just bought some stuff. I've also got a hat ready, like a horror hat, ready for the webcam videos for Horror Month. And one other thing. Yes, Zoo Tycoon 2 will begin in November. So if you've got anything you particularly want to see, I'll do a prologue video again so we can find mods that everyone wants to see in the game. You guys will get to choose the animals that we play with. Finally, JPOG in January. I'm very prepared, as you can tell. I think that's it. I'm pretty happy. Alien vs Predator did really well. I want to thank everyone who supported the channel and watched all those videos. Every time you like, I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but if you watch a video and you do genuinely enjoy it, please hit that like button. That like button has a massive impact on all my videos because it raises me in search rankings and all this kind of jazz. And it seems like such a little thing, but it actually makes a big difference. And I don't ever want to become one of those channels who sits here and goes, hey bros, can we get 500 likes? And if we do, I'll upload another video and I don't want to be that guy. So every now and again, I'd like to mention it in vlogs just to remind you guys, if you can, just hit it. It doesn't really make a difference to you guys, and it helps me out a lot. That'd be lovely, jubbly. Thank you. Tell your friends, tell your mothers, and we're gonna go. Don't really have much else to say. Feeling good. I will quickly address Minecraft Dinosaurs. I don't want to end the series. I really don't want to end the series. My idea right now is to do an hour-long episode every week. I think. That's kind of where I'm sitting with it at this point in time. It isn't doing well. I don't know what happened, but in the space of about 2-3 episodes, it lost about half its viewership. I was sick at the time, and we started working on something a little bit boring in the game, which I'm sure didn't help, so whatever. I have to think through what we're going to do with that one. But other than that, pretty good. don't really have any horror games in mind for the next month, other than one Aliens game, which I wasn't meant to tell you. And yeah, that's about it. I shall see you lovely folks for an exciting and terrifying horror month that I'm not at all looking forward to. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.